The hills were still, the road was long. Then silence snapped like a breaking song. Steel rang out and shadows bled. The price of faith was paid in red.
Alright there, sure mate Yorkie here. Welcoming you back to our evening show here on Campfire Tales, where we're continuing with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Now, when last we left it, I'd just taken rest, having sorted out the issues at the funeral for the people who were lost in Canabres. Too many being lost, and it's still continuing to affect my, well, the character, Alyana's soul. Dragging it into the dark a little bit. It's time to... Oh, hang on. Day 7, month Rover 9, year 4715. The commander becomes a host to an anomalous force, and her dreams are filled with strange visions. She feels a space around her distort, and her sensory organs are flooded by false images, bred by distortions of light and air. Reality itself tries to expel the commander into some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. Her body resists this crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul, one made of demonic rage and destructive desire. The stranger grabs at it and pulls like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force, deep in the commander's soul, answers with a menacing growl. Let's see. I can see what's going on. Stares at the figure. That's probably not going to help. Nor is arcane knowledge. I don't have it. Unleash the dark and unbridled part of her soul. And if this is demonic, possibly so. Use every effort to suppress the tangled rage in her soul, which a mysterious power has latched onto. Or reaches out seeking protection in the blessing of the upper planes. I think this is going to make her angry the way things are going. With a triumphant and savage howl, it breaks free and fills the commander's thoughts and senses. Its rage, like a burning spear, streaks through the dark tunnel to the one who dared trouble the commander. A heart-rending scream filled with pain and animal fear strikes your ears. The moment passes and attraction fades. The enemy has withdrawn back into the shadows. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or a nightmare.
We march ahead.
Out of the area. We'll keep him because he's got his pet at the moment. Now, maybe time to move the army onwards. Yes. Take down the army up here. Forgot we had some to bring into the army. Never mind. And that's one set down. Leaves just one. Giant flies. Done. Able to replenish the losses? And in we go. The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air, while the survivors lurch around the battlefield, looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. 1,000 finance points. Let's keep these at the outsides. Bring them in further, because they can fire anywhere on the battlefield. Those are rangers, I believe. Yep. Whereas they have to maneuver, so having them more central might be better. What's this demon army? Flies. We're okay to attack. Wherefore and therefore, but I think we'll be okay. Why didn't that attack? I must have done something. I must have interrupted it or something. I didn't want to auto. No. Oh, those are rangers. Okay. It's okay at the moment. Down to 5. Lay on hands on them. We will lose some of them, but that's okay. They're not too expensive to bring back. Painful. May lose them all, we'll see. Just one full set now. We have lost a lot of the footmen, but they will be replenished over time. Or replaced. And now we can auto. Many brave footmen died. 134. 33 we could replenish. But it was a bit of a rough fight. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem recognised by one of the soldiers. It was the crest of the infamous fallen knight, Melander Linz. Crest of Melander Linz, a fallen knight. Melander Linz was one of the most notable and controversial figures of the Third Crusade. The debate still rages whether his valiant feats of strength and his willingness to make sacrifices in the name of the crusade balance out the unholy crime that was exposed after the purge of the Inquisition. It was revealed that Melander Linz had been practicing the forbidden dark arts of magic, turning this knowledge against the demons. Shortly after the discovery, Linz decided to let the debate about his dubious methods rage on without him, and secretly left Canabris in the dead of night, alongside a group of like-minded deserters. Thereafter they waged their own war against demons, tracking down and destroying small enemy groups, but ultimately all the members of Melander Linz's squad fell in battle. Scouts discovered evidence that with each passing year, Linz had been descending ever deeper into his private abyss of the dark arts. He would have sacrificed everything for victory, but the question still remains whether he was a hero or a traitor. And then we have breastplate +2. You've gained a level, which is good. We can give you... Oh, it's down here, isn't it? None of those are things I really want, but I guess we'll get blessed. Not me. You're on half plate +1. That's 9. You can't use it, of course. She can't. 8 armor instead of 6 armor. That might be worth it. And your agility is +4. So you'd only give +1 armor. I don't think I'll use it. Alright. Fair enough. Nothing here to recruit, is there? Where do we... Oh, here it is, that's right, I couldn't remember. Yes, there is, actually. See if we can marry these up. Should be able to. Already some of them are replaced. There's someone on the road, get ready. Day 7, month Rover 9, year 4715. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power, at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from the rifts in the ground, and the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly travellers feel uneasy at the borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and her army walk up the hill, up the high bank of the West Salon River. When it draws near the border of the World Wound, the soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind and water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to a dirty rust as it arches above the soldiers' heads. It regains its familiar azure hue. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon her back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armour and unrecognised by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing and watching his new commander closely. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There, she decides to keep moving, address the soldiers and boost their morale. Establishing rapport with her troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose faith in authority. Addressing the army on the border of the World Wound, the commander seeks to establish herself as a military leader on this new battleground, and her efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes at the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. The lines of soldiers step warily beneath a shroud of low black clouds. It's like the World Wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes, one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the Whirlwind has ended in their favour. 24 experience, plus 10 morale. The Houndheart's camp. For Sir Ellen. Or Ellen, whichever.
A bright future awaits us.
Our path leads on.
There's something over there!
We're finally here. Ilan and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Janet too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greetings, Sailor. And greetings to you, Knight Commander. So Ilan puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems slightly less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Janet puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Ilan is feeling a little shy. He thought he has help from a couple of nobodies like us. But now you've turned into the Saviors of Canabres, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, backed by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sealer frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you I'm the same Sealer, your friend from the League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for Elan's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. I'm glad we're here to help you, Elan. I hope everything works out perfectly for your wedding too. I love weddings so much. They're full of joy and new beginnings. but I haven't been to any yet. Can I come? That's Ember. Of course, Lady Ember. Let's hope my bride doesn't run away from this bungalow who managed to lose the ring he bought for her. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in the travelling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of shiny silver metal, with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweller, but an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Is there something wrong, Ilan? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologise. Jana is right. Much has changed since we left Canabres. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stopped short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. Alright, off we go. Jana and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something, or when we give up.
I will guide us.
Looks like venison tonight, lads.
Defeat is not an option. Without a doubt.
Hey, have a look.
No. Good.
Call me again if you need to.
Torn flag of the Hound Hearts. A small but noble order of crusaders.
Forwards. We
We'll
must
look up there later. The tent has been cut open from inside. The knights apparently left it in a hurry. Heartening song. It's going to be for a bard. It's not going to be important to us. We don't have any. And I doubt we'll ever have any.
No challenge at all.
This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burn smell around it. And a rustling sound coming from within. That would seem to suggest there's going to be brimeracks there.
Let me help.
Trust in yourself.
Rely on me.
I always did what was right. Therefore, I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I do now becomes right because I am righteous?
That is resist acid on just one. Well, if there's brimeracks, we're going to need that fire protection. I should give it to the pets as well,
I stand ready.
because I don't want them, well, Sealer's horse at least, because she's mounted on it. Oh, hang on. I didn't bring you up to the next level, did I? Let's have a look in here. I am right. Arrow wasn't protected, but that's okay. Why'd you get off your horse?
Away, you rascal!
give everyone haste.
Be gone, fiend!
The inheritor! Guide my blade!
There we go. Right,
My
you
will is resolute.
get us healed. That should be enough. Not much in there, but some stuff.
I found...
We've got a shield here.
something.
And a bit of other stuff. What's that shield look like? 4 AC, which is better than you're carrying at the moment. At the moment you've just got a regular 2 AC. Mithril enhancement +2. This +2 mithril heavy shield. That's where a defense rank 5 against magic. It's not fantastic, but it is good.
Our path leads on.
Oh, and there's a box here. And there's that chest, which I largely suspect is a travelling chest. So in case we're going to get jumped by demons, let's get some stuff on.
So, there. I will help where I can.
You can have fighting defensively as well.
A simple smile goes a long way.
I want you to have that on. Yeah, that would only allow you to do every other one. We can put some defense on.
You're a good person. I like you.
Put that on you
Accent. Yes.
and on me.
Accent. Yes.
Alright, put your claws on, shift the claws, and then we will save and try and open that thing. And Quasset. A small Quasset demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It's holding a shiny object in its paws. A sparkling silver ring with a large green jewel. It's mine! Mine! Ellen, look! Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? Seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully. But it'll bolt if it sees any real threat. Let's surround it and attack all together before it can figure out what's happened. Well, they're down. Mine! The Quasset throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of colour. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine! Mine! Helen! Jenna! Seela glances at her friends and then turns to you. They're alright, they'll come round soon. Quickly, Eliana Soulshade, let's catch this little rascal before it runs off. Except it is running off. Let's follow it. You're going this way, are you? Looks like you're heading to the camp. Yep. Now you're heading back. Okay, we'll follow you back then.
Without a doubt.
Give me the ring, you scoundrel. Before Elon manages to get the quasset, the halfling girl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it! Curl, what are you? What the hell are you doing? Well, he's fleeing as you try to attack him. Thrusting himself between Elon and Curl, Sealer barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elon, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop?
We won't fall here. I swear it.
I don't know that was a summon spell. He backs out of there. These may have been here already or teleported in. And Janna's running off like a coward. Wonderful. Get ready. We're on our own. Hang on. Alright. That's not good. He's going to be down soon. Soziel. Gives all a blessing. He's down already. Ember, let's back out. And see if you can sleep this one. Nope. Alright, you can
The light take you!
Oriana, me. Well, let's... Oh, no, I don't want that necessarily. Let's grease these two. No, they didn't go down.
Your time is over.
Heavy damage. And it's down. I'm hurt. She's not doing much with her thing. Alright, you should hopefully be able to... No, you can't.
Into the flame!
But you got that.
Okay. This way.
Wow, I'm down.
You offend me.
Even though it didn't need a lot, I wanted that out of the fight. I'm at death's door. Come on. Sleep, will you? That's not what I wanted to do.
No glory without risk!
Stand down.
Yeah. Ember's in trouble. He's at death's door. Alright, fire. No damage, too much reduction.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Away, you rascal.
Good damage.
Fall!
Ow.
I can still fight.
Not much longer. Actually, you know what? Let's get you out there. Oh, that's better.
The light, take you.
Nara.
Your time is over.
Soziel with a heal. Soziel's down. Should have brought them out right away.
Surrender or else.
Into the fray.
Got him. Expensive, but we got him. Ellen, what were you doing? You nearly cooked down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if you're responsible for all of this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? I loaded us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons. They'll bring them axe there, they're not harmless. So he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels, Elon scoffs. We don't know it was him, Elon. You're an idiot. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened and tricked him, or even bewitched him with some demon magic. That is true, but he might not be even done it. And now we'll never know because you let me escape while you were going to murder him. Great. Great night you are, Elon. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. I'm not gonna... Yeah. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way. We'll play peacemaker. What's been done can't be undone. We're lucky no one died in this little brawl. But who knows where Sealer's naivete may one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. You clearly have something to say. Go ahead, then spit it out. Sealer, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Amadeus paladins gain their abilities gradually. But not with you and the commander. You are granted indescribable powers far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your own years. You received this gift at the just right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. Yeah, we haven't had it hard at all, have we? Idiot. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I am frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sealer, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters that will after you. Elon pauses, as if reluctant to continue, and then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. So if I understand correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who never earned my position. Elon looks right at you with his clear blue eyes. Bear me no grudge, Commander. I'm not so ungrateful as to forget what you did for Canabres. and how you agreed to help me. And what have you done, Elon, exactly? I said it to Sealer. I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. Elon, you're talking about things that have been established in the past. How much have they helped? 4 failed crusades? Bravo! Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. We've dealt with the danger, don't worry about it. It's your attitude that's the problem, and the fact you're quite happy to murder someone without any knowledge. You're not much better than a cultist, are you? Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor, and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Elon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sealer watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Eliana Solshade, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. I don't mind talking to you, girl. I don't at all. It's okay to have things on your mind. But the way he was behaving is inappropriate. Now we need to go back and rest again, which is fine. We'll sell the junk we picked up. And prepare to press on. Lan approached you, casually polishing a ripe apple on his sleeve and smiling. I knew I'd find you here. It's been hard trying to catch you alone recently. Everybody seems to want something from you. You being the commander of the crusade probably has something to do with it. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Lan's expression grows serious. I've seen you fight plenty of times now. The way you charge into battles, like everything's depending on you. I don't know if you're trying to be a hero, or if it's just your own honor at work, but when I think about you getting hurt, it's like my insides just turn to ice, because we're friends, and I worry about you. I know, you're the commander, and you've got to lead the charge. Let me protect you. It's the least I can do for you. Lan looks into your eyes. Besides, because we're comrades, right? I don't want our comrades to be devoured by demons. Just comrades, it sounds like a little more than that. Then you must have a little army of admirers, because every one of them has sworn an oath to serve you and defend you. I'm no different, Lan laughs. But seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if you did have your fair share of admirers among Crusaders. I think Galfred's finally got some competition on that score. I'm pleased you've taken it upon yourself to protect me, Lan. Feel better when I know you're with me. Lan turns the scales side of his face to you. I guess I hoped you'd say something like that, but I didn't actually believe it possible. So I haven't prepared any kind of smooth response. You can count on me, or does it need an extra little flourish? Alright, I'll just add, thank you for your trust, and leave it at that. Because this conversation is getting awkward now. An admirer in the ranks, and why not? Right, let's have a sleep.
Nenio, why are you trying to calculate the speed of a crowd of peasants chasing after a thief who stole a goose and 2 apples? Who needs to know that?
Oh, it is very important information. If I had known it at the beginning of the experiment, I would have abandoned the heavy goose right away.
That's not an experiment, that's theft. Possibly to stay alive, still theft. Right, now. Over to... talk to Wilsa. How are things in the camp? I am with be praised, everything's fine. We're well supplied, nobody's going hungry, and the sick, well, can't run a military campaign without somebody getting sick. But they aren't taking up any more beds than usual, except the quartermaster looks at the mound of equipment, bearing signs of recent tinkering. I'm having a little problem with the soldiers' gear. The army has a standard that dictates who gets what, except this standard is only good for fighting around Canabres. Needless to say, the conditions inside the World Wound are completely different. The scouts have been complaining. The local vegetation is like razor blades, as they say, and it's slashing the soles of their boots to ribbons. Their cloaks might protect them from the cold. They're useless against acid, snow, and caustic mist. And scouts are missing plenty of vital gear. A coil of rope is a simple thing, but there's not even enough to go around. Can you imagine? How are they supposed to scale mountains with no rope? So I've been thinking, what if we issue them a different equipment? Scouts, at least. Equip the soldiers as you see fit. You're the quartermaster. That's more like it. I'll make sure the troops have everything they need, and then some. An army moves faster if it has fleet-footed scouts. Show me what you have. Let's sell. We're not going to use that. Actually, no, you couldn't use it, could he, Sozio? I think I looked. And where's the bardic helm? There you are. Out we go.
Forwards.
Seems like the folks are happy enough. Let me just check the marching order, because we've changed things a little bit with bringing landing and dropping down. The way that it... oh, I can't do it there, can I? Never mind. What about you lot? There is this demon army here. The enemies are retreating. Take them on. Archers and footmen. Nice. They're gone. Another army down. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who rejected the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumbed to the temptation of sin, deserving death, the death they got. Justice had been served, and the clerics feel the gods are satisfied with this outcome. Energy points times 5. Another demon army. What's your thing? Let's see, we've got cultist fighters, footmen. Alright. Actually a lot more here than I thought. I interrupted it. That's what happened. Ooh. Self-heal. One of them goes down. Bunch of them go down. I think now we can just let it auto. Because we're not going to lose enough that we can't replace them. We can't heal them at the camp. There we go. The traitors who defected to the enemy's side at Canabres are dead. And Rosian expressed its deepest gratitude to the commander. 100 daily increase, sorry, 100 finance points, that's good. And you've gone up again. We can get matter maneuver 2. Now, we didn't talk to Sealer, did we? Let's go have a chat with our lass. In we go. Sealer looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Jana, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was last seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. No, not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known the raid along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jenna, who lost a nerve and abandoned her friends about Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elan, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. It looks like I was wrong about him too. Sailor looks at you closely, waiting for an answer. From what I've seen, your ideals may be mistaken from the start. Maybe now you'll see that people are weak and vicious creatures. It's pointless to try and reform them. And they're only fit to be directed, controlled at times. An amazing person, Eliana Solshade. I feel a certain fortitude in you. Strength of will, even when you say something I could never agree with. She sighs. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me to get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Jana and see if I can talk some sense into her. Find out why Curl did what he did. We don't know what he did. That's the problem. That's the problem with what Elan did. He was weak. He's no knight. I can't stop thinking about what Elan told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomedae should gain their power through dedicated personal effort. You have been putting your personal effort in. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. That's fine. Just don't give up. 2,219 left.
We march ahead.
Right, on the road again. Nightingale Grove. I think that's what we're going for. You spotted some enemies, then let's fight. See what we've got here. Don't actually know yet. Sealer, mount up.
No reason to pause. Do not fear. Do not waver.
Got ghouls.
You offend me.
And a plague horse.
If I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
It does take a lot of unnecessary whacks, doesn't he?
My blade.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Yeah, he's down.
Stand down.
Attack!
Too late for apologies.
The light take you.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
On the horse, if you will.
Away, you rascal!
Good. Not easy to reach that. Ah, there it is.
We shall overcome.
Yeah, not if you miss, you won't.
I'll hit you!
You didn't though, did you?
Into the fray!
Come on.
Begone, fiend!
Got it.
I will see this through.
Little leather.
Our path leads on. I will guide us.
No, there's nothing much here, is there? What is that? Area exit, area exit. Well, looks like there's nothing else here.
Without a doubt.
So out we go. I think we should maybe rest here with the damage we took. With Oldbrig especially there. Right. Oldbrig definitely. And Suziel. Alright, Ember. I'll try to explain it one more time. Imagine the gods are your best friends. One of them even helped you out of a difficult situation. Saved you, like the knight who pulled you from the pyre. Now imagine that somebody is always going around insulting your friends. But gods aren't your friends, and they never will be. They don't save anyone, all they do is lie. Atheist versus... yeah. Alright, someone on the road. If we're being jumped on, I need to prepare.
Our time has come.
Search
Right,
for the
first of
bleeding with
all-
your heart, not your eyes.
It's only 1 minute. Let's get that on. That's all you need to do, really. You basically got what you need. Ember,
War must end.
that on you.
Access. Yes.
That on me.
Esme. Access. Yes.
Sealer,
Together, we stand.
mount up.
Together
Me?
we stand.
Let's give everyone a oh, that's shield's only me, isn't it? But still, I'll give myself one. And I think that's all I really can do right now. We'll do more in a moment, once we can. But who are this lot? Through the mist you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout smiling dwarf, a brash dark-haired elfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander herself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire, it's a bit damp. Today you might as well dry up at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug. Who are you? That didn't work. Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself some tea. It's an honour for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. The dusty boots and patched cloaks and mess kits lying next to the campfire all mark these as seasoned scouts. A broad smile blossoms on Sealer's face. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens? Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter. Look around to make sure this place is safe. It looks as though these 3 have chosen the campsite wisely. You see no tracks and hear no signs of demons. It's a perfect place to rest and relax. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he is a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once. Well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in his eyes. All the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Vel? That is suspicious, yes. I am Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen to this lot. And the one who sets up the tent for Atsi. Given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glanced at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, and shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally she mutters sheepishly, "I'm Asti. Please to, at your service, Commander." Aren't you scared, camped out here in enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads, I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting? Her 2 comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. I think I should be going. Where would you go in this weather? You'd walk headlong into an ambush with this kind of fog. Stay with it a while and rest up. It's nice and cosy here. A terrible weariness hits you all of a sudden. Judging by its strange nature, it seems to be some spell he's trying to take hold of you. Yeah, he called you out for suspicious, and this only makes it more so. Why, when I resisted, am I having to go over there? Your legs buckle, unable to bear the weight of your body, and the mug that has somehow appeared in your hand hits you with a fragrant cloud of tea steam, the best you've smelled in your whole life. Where did you get such extraordinary tea? Wow, could I fail more? I can tell the commander knows more about cooking than some. Tran leans over to you and says weightily, "It's cat's holly. I bought it from a merchant in Absalom. Worth every coin though, yeah?" Druids are not always particularly imaginative when it comes to naming plants. Frog's grass, bear's moss, tiger's sundew. Looks like the cat's Holly as well. Yeah, I mean, given there seems to be a spell being cast on me, and he's already said some of this is suspicious, especially calling it a gang. Yeah, my people aren't going to do that. Draw your weapon. Something's right. Not right, attack. Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long pustule-covered red tongue. How would you look at that? She didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade then, everyone. No more games. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 grey-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle, you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in disgusting boiling slurry. What was the point of this charade? Lady Animora desires your head and will gladly deliver it. The elf whose voice, as Tran was so convincing, lets out a repulsive snicker. You monsters! Seela looks at those who appeared to be trusted allies a moment ago with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? Dumb paladin. You really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled? Lady Animora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. Who are you? The one who was pretending to be the halfling Velm makes a face mimicking you in an obnoxious voice. We're servants of Lord Discari, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our web. The elf who was masquerading as a cleric, Asti, gives you a lecherous smile, enthusiastically dragging her tongue along the blade of a dagger. Did you like sweet little Asti? Did you want to play with her in your tent? Think I'm at your mercy. We'll see who the real prey is. I love it when prey fights back.
They will break against our resolve.
Ow.
Your time is
Move
over.
forward. I'm in deep doo-doo here.
Hold on. Just a little more.
I'm in a lot of doo-doo here. Thankfully they missed. I'm down though.
Oh, this failure.
Damn it. Alright. Charge. Nicely done. Old brig, let's take these apart, shall we? Ember! Looks like we've got some enemies up there. Why don't you... Why don't you give that to them? So you'll ride forward, or walk forward, and get some healing on. Death's Door, not good.
You offend me.
Yeah, you missing offends me, so never mind.
No glory without risk.
Nicely. Ember. You can summon Where is it? Now, Soziel. I think you're on attack them first. Naira?
Stand down.
Yeah, they're going down good. Unfortunately, I was not in a position to save myself at the time.
The light take you.
Arrow. Well done. You can go get that one.
You won't stop us.
Naira.
Away.
Move forward, ready?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
There's a knife master. Get up, ready? Ember.
Surrender or else.
See if you can take him down, Naira. You failed.
Into the fray.
Oh, Brig.
Too late for apologies.
Keep us going, Soziel.
You offend me.
There we go. With the unfortunate situation that I got taken down because I was in a very vulnerable situation. Sealer might have survived that, but I wasn't gonna. We took them apart. Now let's see what they have as equipment. Nothing too special so far.
Forwards.
Anything else around here that might be useful? Doesn't look like it.
There's something over there.
Over where?
leads on.
Right there. Just a bit of sellable stuff, but it's fine. Actually, we might as well make... no, with a death door thing, we should go back to camp. Although, where is camp? It's all the way back here. Let's see about taking that area down, shall we? Alright, we have cultists, cultist fighters. And now we'll just let them take them out. Our infirmary can handle a few casualties and get everyone back up and marching. Meanwhile, I can preserve his mana pool so that he can recover some of it. They've already lost. Nice. 2 clerics down, 2 clerics immediately back up. What have we found? A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Drezen, the remains of the garrison from Villareth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Canabres, and instead asked to join the commander's forces. A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning, made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice, left several soldiers dead. The ease with which the force of nature brutally claimed the lives of the comrades has demoralised the Crusaders. The outpost at Villareth Ford, which straddles the West Selen crossing, is of strategic importance and has been taken. The cultists are destroyed, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. More rangers, nice. Only gets it to 12, but it's there. Elementals. That's one of them down. Ah, screwed it up. I don't know why that's an option that you can interrupt like that, but I guess it might have some purpose sometime. Alright, now you're coming in. Good. That just leaves the earth elementals, and they shouldn't be a problem. A lot of health. They're not doing much damage, are they? Down to one. There we go. There we go. Elementals eliminated. After pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of a cultist sorcerer in the middle of the broken summoning circle. Despite his apparent outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits he had brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenching the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. And you've gained another level. Cure wounds sounds useful, doesn't it? Looks like we've explored everything up on this side here. So, that leaves us here. Do we want to go to Nightingale? Oh, we've moved. Let's start with Unsolved Conundrum, maybe. Well, that's the name of the ruins that Who's he wants to go to. See what danger we're in if we go in here. I just realised I haven't checked what the marching order that we've got right now. You should be up there. Oh, that's me. Who it was for a minute.
I will guide us.
More sad corpses.
Without a doubt. Forwards.
And then in here, we have holes in the floor and things to go in them.
Ahead.
A puzzle I remember. Now, as I say, I have played part of the way through previously. This is my last attempt to actually finish the game. which I've never
Our
got close to
path
doing.
leads on.
But there are several puzzles like this. Now, I don't know how the others work, but I do know this one. And I'm going to let Seela do it, because she's mounted and can move fastest. These puzzle pieces go into various slots. These ones, there's only certain ones that can go into them. But if you notice, there's like what I think of as clothes hanger. It's got the hook and like hanger type thing. That's just a hook. That clothes hanger matches it. Now, if we skip over 2 and skip over 2, that would be that, which means this hook thing, if we follow the same thing, should be there. And that alien head, one better way of putting it, should be over here, skipping past that. So what we're looking for is something the same as this, which is hook and then clothes hanger. Now that means that's got a clothes hanger going on from it. Which would be that one then. With noughts and crosses grid. Or a grid type thing. That's the one that's got that. And we said the alien head should be there, which it is. Which means that should be alien head hook. An ancient ghost. It was easy, wasn't it? Simple puzzle, simple solution. But it was just the beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity. A translucent figure appears out of thin air, clad in loose fitted robe. Its face is hidden behind his simple, unadorned mask, whatever. Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation. But is this really so? The secrets of the universe will only be revealed to the most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. The heart of mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle and you will comprehend the forbidden knowledge. A map of an area that looks vaguely like the world wound appears in the figure's hands. A single dot shines brightly on the map. Who are you? The translucent figure remains silent. What are you? Simple puzzle, simple solution. The heart of mystery is located west of here. What is the heart of mystery? Comprehend the meaning of creation for the most worthy of mortals. The heart of mystery prove all secrets of the world. The translucent figure vanishes into thin air. Well, I mean, it gave us some location information, but that's about all. Yeah, I don't know what they do in the end, to be honest. I know there's other puzzles around like that. Oh, that's some more Elven notes for whenever we find Storyteller again. Now, we got some hide barding. You can't wear that, it's medium. And you certainly can't wear that, can you? And you can't wear that, can you? Because you're actually human. That tyranny of mind. None of us can really use it, can we? Never mind. We'll bring in some gold.
Without a doubt.
Head out. think I will rest, actually. We can't do that one.
When Ayoma
So we'll make a
became
small
goddess,
heal.
her friends probably missed her a lot, huh?
They would have been happy for her, silly. She turned into a goddess. It's not like she moved to Garand.
Can still miss someone, even if you're happy for them. After packing up his belongings after a night's camping, Soziel finds a place to sit and pulls out a travelling sketchbook and charcoal pencil. Stealing glance in your direction, he draws on the small page with bold, sprawling strokes, his expression shifting between smiling and frowning. Can I see? The cleric lowers his eyes in embarrassment. There's nothing to look at yet. This isn't even a draft, more a series of random sketches. The slope of your neck, the curve of your lips, your gestures. It's not much to look at, but, well, thank you. But it will be useful if I start working on a real portrait. Oh, it's sketching, why? The world around us is so unstable, especially now during this war. A friend smiled, the curve of a tree, the glow of a fire. If we do not preserve them, the rare moments of beauty we still have will be lost in the flow of time. Well, you trust your own eyes and memory. And you do trust them? Memory is deceptive. Try to remember something after a year, maybe even after a day, and what you'll recall will differ dramatically from what you saw in the moment. But it's not just a matter of memory. Lost in thought, the cleric fiddles with his pencil. You can see the full picture with your eyes alone. You can't, sorry. Drawing allows me to see things from a different angle. Sometimes I will find new meaning, even in the most mundane things. I won't bother you anymore. That's his business. Soziel smiles, nods, and gets back to work.
Forwards.
That's his business. I'm not an artist. I've got a war on. It's Moondance Meadow, Nightingale Clearing. Sheila, get on your horse.
A bright future awaits us.
Oh, we're down to 848. Good.
Let us not hesitate.
Give yourself claws. And shift to fury. And like that. Get your hands off that, it's mine. Yours? Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here, run. Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Okay, we got bandits or some such here. Cultist bandits, all the same to me.
Yes.
Stand down.
Marauder coming in, archer. And another archer coming in. Marauder alchemist, that one has to go. Protection from evil.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
The light will take you!
Ember. Well, he got hit bad suddenly. Alright. He's exposed now. Let's put a blessing on. Naira, can you hit them?
You rascal!
Not that time you can't.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
All brig. Take the alchemist out if you can. Didn't quite get it. He's immune to slums, that's not good. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that there either. So instead of that... actually, what I do want to do, if I can... Doesn't quite cover everyone, but...
Your time is over.
You missed.
Eternal Rose.
Oh crap, that was him.
No glory without risk!
Alchemy's dead.
I'll hit you!
No, you won't. Why don't you try and get them? You did. Naira, try them again.
You offend me.
You missed again.
Into the fray!
Ember.
You won't stop us.
Got him, got him.
Strike as one.
Naira, try and get them.
Stand down.
All this failure.
Don't worry about it, you're still okay.
The light take you!
Old brig. Get up on that marauder.
Away, you rascal!
Begone, fiend!
The inheritor, guide my
And there they are. Bit of loot.
We march ahead.
And on we go. What was that? A letter to a noble. A noble crusader, rather. I hope this letter finds you in good health, Sir William. I see now with great sadness that you have quite forgotten and abandoned us. It's been 3 years since you visited your native lands, and your father at the family crypt. Last summer some passers-by broke the lock in it, and spent the night inside. As steward I installed a new lock, and cleaned up all the wreckage. Your servant, who went missing, whom you inquired after in your previous letter, has indeed been seen, but at present his precise whereabouts are unknown. He came to us, looked at us with contempt, said something through his teeth, gathered taxes for you, ate a whole goose for free at the tavern, jumped on his horse and galloped off. If he went missing somewhere on the road, we wouldn't know anything about it. It's been a complete disaster here, even without missing strangers to account for. Yeah, I'm sure someone like that might have gone missing on the road. 7 days ago, all cows gave black milk, and the milkman who tasted it out of drunken stupidity died in the pain of twisted bowels. There is something wrong with the spring. The water stinks of rotten eggs, and the cattle won't drink it. Besides, some scoundrel threw some dead dogs into the closest well, the one with on the crossroads, so we filled it with soil. I expect the demons are giving us trouble any way they can. Our cattle are dying of thirst. Children are going missing in your protected forest. The woodcutters saw some scarecrows, which they swore were alive. They spoke of angry faces and bared teeth. They were afraid to get too close, and watched them from afar. Frightening things are going on in the woods. I fear that witches and demons have settled in your protected forest to do their wicked mischief. They are probably the ones who picked the bones of your servant, who's gone missing. And you ask us if you suspect us of being involved, as if we could kill and rob an honest man. It's upsetting, Sir William. We never touched your servants, and if we did, he was a wretched man, smug and nasty. If we did, so you did them. We have no food or water, and our children are going missing. Instead of serving your Lady Galfrey, you should be home, defending us and bringing us food. You have some gold, Lord, that you are. There is no one to protect us beside you. The city lads only come to find new recruits and take our gold. They don't have the authority to do anything more. And the send-off we give our lads and lasses they take, the whole village comes to say farewell, just like it's a funeral. None of them have returned home to the village yet. We are dying. So I'll tell you the honest truth, Sir William, we cannot live like that anymore. But we cannot die in such terrible conditions either. So we agreed with our neighbours to burn down the forests on the next full moon. Your protected forests, where the dark beasts live. We'll surround it, set it on fire from all sides, and hire a wizard to steer the wind. We won't be put off just because the forest is protected, or because no one may shoot game there, or enter therein, or cut down its trees. Of course, you'll be very angry at us for burning down your whole family forest, because we've already been cutting its wood and shooting game there, for there is nothing else to eat and no other wood. We won't let forest beasts steal our children. If you wish, come and execute me, Execute all of us, but we won't put up with us anymore. That's that. Respectfully, the steward of Vixola Village, to the Lord William. Someone's not been tending things properly, has he? What is it this does? Runs a killing blow. The immediate gain immunity mind affecting. I'll take that. Do we have anything here? We got some light hammers. Well, there's no point in giving you a weapon. She can use rapiers, can she? Interesting. Don't know if she'll ever want to use them, but she could, in theory. You can't use anything in that form. And that is chain shirt +1. Alright, nothing special there. Let's just see if there's anything down here first. Up here. Over this way. Nope. So let's just leave. A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Squirm has reached the troops with a chest full of gold and a message from Sir Horgus to score more victories. Nice. You don't have... Yes, you do. None of them yet. Some simple shield bearers, not going to last long. Might as well use them while we've got them. That's Chili Creek where Jenna wanted to meet us. Let's sleep.
Auntie Magpie baked a bad pie, dropped it flat, made the sky cry. Dropped the second, made the rivers dry. Dropped the third, now we all die.
Interesting little poems, you know, there. Right, what do we have here? Oh, and what? 515 left.
I will guide us.
No, nothing around here. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, dear.
Your time is over.
That was good, but... Mount up, ready. Sozio. Blessing. Old Brig. Go take that one on, I guess. Can we... we can get haste on for one thing.
You offend me.
Horse is down.
Into the fray. I'll just sit here.
Hell, it's doing a lot of damage.
Don't worry about me.
Ember, let's get this thing out, shall we? Get it fighting for us. Eliana. What shall we do? Can we get you down there to reduce it by one? Maybe not.
Stand down.
You missed. That didn't last long. Nor did she.
Fall.
Good. Got it.
I stand ready.
That was a little intense, but we got there.
Without a doubt.
Anything else around here?
Forwards.
Doesn't look like it. Alright, out we go. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Join us next time. We'll head back to camp, get some rest to get rid of the death door, and take it from there. See you then.
Thanks for watching, for being around, for every message, reaction, all the joy we found. To the quiet, the loud, the sharp and the sly, you're the reason I'm leaving with my spirits high. So hit like, leave a word or tap that sub. If you laugh, cry to mock my stuff. Every click helps the channel grow, lets me keep on with the show.